Hey y'all. Okay, I'm in the library. I'm in a different section of the library, so I'm not in the teen room. So I'm still at the same library I've been going to. And after, let me come on here and talk to y'all, see what everybody's up to. Oops, I'm just packing up right now. I've been in here since, I don't know how long I've been here. I've been here since, I want to say 12 noon, 1 o'clock. So I've been studying. I take my test tomorrow for my first class at WGU, and I was studying to take the test. It's a proctored exam, so I'll be taking it at home when I'm at my desktop rather than at the library, since I have to have the external camera, have it turned on, and I can't have people around me. So I'll be taking that at home tomorrow. I gotta look and see what time that test is, but that's basically what I've been doing all day. I've been studying for WGU. I've been studying for the Microsoft Power program, which is a free program where you get to learn um, developing chatbots and apps with low coding. And yeah, that's basically what I was doing. So I've been preparing myself for a new career. And like I said in my other videos, I want to go into a career in data analytics. And there's a way, lay a lot of things to learn. But I've been trying to pursue a new career, particularly in artificial intelligence, machine learning, you know, more advanced skill sets that's needed. And data analytics is not just um, one particular area. It carries across several industries. And the more I learn, each time I come on and learning about data analytics, and I've been learning it, but probably since 2016, when I've been trying to go through so many different avenues of trying to learn some new skill sets, because in this age now, in order for you to advance in this world, is learning new things. You don't have to always stay being doing the gig work, driving Uber Eats and Grubhub and DoorDash and Walmart Spark and all these apps to make ends meet, because it is not lucrative at all. It is not meant to make a lifetime career driving around doing groceries and things like that. Now, it is a good source of income to pay down your debts. It's a good source of income to make extra money to pay down debts, or to build up your emergency fund, or um, ways of making money, but it's not your primary source of income. It shouldn't be, and it never will be. As much as I see a lot of people on the YouTube channels, they want to, you know, focus their time in trying to make up master classes of I don't know what. It's not really there. It is a it is a way of having extra money to save for your future. Even if you do these apps, you have to make sure that you have something else in in the plan of not just driving your car and making money, because you're not really gonna make anything. You never didn't. It never was meant to make anything as a career. Yes, it's a goal to make money and save up for whatever your why is. You have to say, what is my why? And my why that I've come to conclusion when I was doing these gig work has changed in the last since 2016. So from 2016 till now, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 7 years, 6, 7 years, 6, 7 years. It has evolved my why. So, well, like I said, when I first started doing these gig work, I started in late summer, August, something like that, or whatever, right? No, July, August, because when I was separated from the IRS, after years and years and years of working, being burnt out, customer service, basically, and working at, I'm speaking about my last 20 something years of working. And after a while, I became a little bit more dissatisfied in what I was doing. I made it a goal that it was only going to, oh, look at that cute little baby. I made it a goal when I worked there that I was only be there for 10 years because I said I wanted to do something better for myself. But no, I dragged my feet. I stayed there for 10 years. And then on my 10-year anniversary, when my anniversary came, 10 years of service, I was told that I was going to be removed from the service. And then it took them 7 months before I went to have my exit. But in the meantime, I was relieved. But at the same time, I was a little bit mad because, you know, not to say I didn't leave on my own terms, but when I left, I didn't really knew what it is that I wanted to do per se. I knew I wanted to do something different. I knew that for sure. So after that, back in 2016, those several months of being upset, I did manage to save an emergency fund, or I did manage to save probably what I want to say it was 7, 9 months of expenses. And then after that, I heard about these Uber Eats and Grubhub and all these other apps, and I was working it, because, to be honest, in the beginning, it was hard for me to find something right away because I had to get away from that stigma of you was working it for so long, that's job security, you know, it's job security, and all these, all of this, things that I was hearing about, it was like, oh, it's a secure, and this and that. When the fact of the matter is, I stood there so long with the IRS at the time. I was there so long that when someone saw my resume, people assumed that having a government job at the IRS, particularly, that was so lucrative. It wasn't. It was not. I already maxed out at my pay. I already maxed out the maximum amount of money that I could possibly make. But then at the same time, I fell into that trap where there was a job freeze. They put a job freeze of 10 years with the IRS and the government. I was supposed to be the revenue agent, not And it was like, I took all these courses in accounting and took, got all this experience. And I knew then that you always have to keep up with your skill sets. So going forward through the years, I did these gig work. I had explored a lot of options in IT. Y'all know I took some courses at this nonprofit organization and this place or whatever. And then, you know, I had dealt with issues like, I dealt with issues like um, you have to have experience in coding. You got to have experience in programming. You got to have experience in. I said, how are you going to get experience if there's no opportunities to learn? So what I did was I explored different avenues and paths of learning, and um, I would say within these 2 3 years, I came across very good programs. But somehow or another, it seemed to have took me right back to taxes and you know taxes and customer service. So you see, I'm wearing the hat TurboTax. This is one or two hats that I got through those gift points, those gift cards and points and stuff they was giving out. And then after working from home, like Wayfair, Amazon, because I worked at Amazon from home at one point. Now it wasn't that long, but Amazon from home, Wayfair, working as a contractor for Apple through this company called Concentrix, um, Maximus, working as a contractor with the CDC. So during that time, I did gain a lot of experience in working at those different companies. Now, I didn't put those companies on my resume. Matter of fact, I need to update my resume more. But then during that time, I came across a lot of opportunities to learn new skills. So I'm gonna put one of the programs I was telling you about. Let me see. La 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 la. Power up dot. I can't wait to get my glasses, y'all. I went to get my eye exam yesterday. It's not that bad, but this is killing me. They said I have a slight glaucoma, very slight. But I said, what the hell is that? So, powerup.microsoft.com. So that's what I was learning today, and it's very good. I learned about the Dataverse and making low code, no code to make apps, chat box, and I did my first little app a couple of days ago. I mean, I'm proud of it. I don't know, but I really enjoyed it, and data analytics, and even though I'm taking a bachelor's degree in data analytics at WGU, compliments of Amazon career choice, I'm still finally got to find something that I enjoy doing. And yeah, I did learn Salesforce last year. I did finish the program with Salesforce. Um, and I've done little things with Salesforce, creating databases, CRM systems, and administrator. And then I did technical sales, but I didn't really too much care for that, especially the company that taught Salesforce. I know somebody asked me about it one time, and I told them it's not worth it. And the only reason why I did it was because it was free for me to go through career choice with Amazon, and I said, as long as I'm continue to work at Amazon, I'm going to continue to learn, take advantage of the programs they have. And that's what I'm going to do. So I will be going back to TurboTax next tax season, but I'm not going back as a lead. And another thing that happened was I will be working under, I will be working with a partner company and then work with TurboTax, doing the same thing what I was doing before, but I'll be actually working for a third party company, a partner company, because TurboTax, they hire directly, but it's not permanent. No job at TurboTax is permanent when you do it during the tax season. Anyway, but I'll be going back. But I'll be going back with another company. But I'll be supporting TurboTax, doing the job I was doing for the last 2 years. I'm not going back as a team lead. And the thing about it, I will not be working every day. I'll be working as a weekend person. I told her, I said, nope, I would like to be weekend, but I'll be working under another company. If you know what I mean. So I got, I would get this because I'll be working with a different company, but still working at TurboTax, meaning I will be getting the same laptop computer. I would be, I know all the tools that they use. I'll be doing the same thing. It's just that my pay will not be through TurboTax. It will be through another company, which I'm not going to say right now. So that's what I had to go to interview with last week. And, and it's currently going through the background check, which should take about a week. And then after that, um, sometime in the beginning of December, it probably be beginning of December, that you have to take, do the courses or whatever. It's going to, finish up for 2 weeks and then resume again in January. But I will be only be working 3 days, the weekend time, which is only going to be Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I still make my own schedule, of course, and I get the difference is I'll get paid more with this company, but I don't want to. I don't. I didn't. I'm not. I didn't go back. I didn't go back as a lead. I didn't go back to TurboTax directly. So, okay, y'all, give me the thumbs up as you enter the room. I'm not gonna stay here long because the library closed at 8. It is 7:15, and I'll be going home because I need to cook. I need to cook. I'm gonna eat salad. I went to the farmers market. I'm gonna make me a small salad, and I'm gonna make me some chicken legs and steamed broccoli and sweet potato. Let me see. That might be too much. Let me see. No, I'm gonna eat the sweet potatoes tomorrow. I'm gonna peel them up and cut them up and make sweet potato tomorrow. I'm just gonna make some baked chicken leg, steamed broccoli, salad, maybe possibly some rice. Yeah, I think I'll make me some rice because get me some brown rice. Yeah, I'm gonna get brown rice, chicken, and broccoli and a salad. That's what I'll make to dinner. So, and then after that, I'll make the sweet potatoes tomorrow. So, basically, you know, I've taken a break from Walmart Smart. Last week I only made $100. This week I did the same thing, and this coming week I'll probably work the busier days, which is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I may work tomorrow. I didn't do nothing Monday or Tuesday. I could do it on my way home, but it's not busy. So my whole concentration now is not to keep putting all of my hours of driving in my car, making 10, 12, $15, and I mean, it's good for a little bit of money. Like I said, you know, build up my little emergency fund more and more, and um, I just don't want to. I don't want to waste my time to the point where I'm keep driving myself to do all the gig work and steer away from my goals, which is becoming a data analyst. And like I said, this is a great opportunity and a great time to learn and to get into the field. Not just any field, but anything where there's such a demand for, you know, you don't really have to go to college. You don't have to get no degree. Only reason I said, the only reason why I'm doing WGU is because of the networking. I'm gonna keep doing it until I can't do it no more. But I'm still gonna get my certification. I'm still gonna get the certifications. I'm still gonna learn coding. I'm still gonna learn, you know, SQL database analysis and everything else. So I've been practicing. I've been I've been really been practicing for these last couple of weeks because before I was so much focused on, well, let me do my Spark and be there all day, all days, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, all day during the week. Not even all day, to be honest. Laying around the house in the beginning, looking at YouTube, then doing a couple of hours here, but I wasn't studying. And then I wanted to know what happened, why I didn't pass my first test when, for my first class. So I got a second chance to take it up this tomorrow. So I said, you know what? Let me go back into my practicing coding because, I've been reading a lot. And it says when you do code and you're learning a new skill, you have to practice. You have to practice and put time in every day or a couple of hours of studying. And I wasn't doing that. I said I spent more time fussing and complaining and arguing over some groceries and people not tipping and people tipped and hurting my feet and everything else. I said no, I'm taking away from myself. I invested in myself and that's what I'm doing. So when you hear some people on YouTube, somebody will talk about invest in myself, they're not investing in themselves. How are you investing in yourself if you sitting around there doing these low end, doing Grubhub, DoorDash, and everything else, and you're really trying to accomplish something that's unattainable? Doing these gig work, it's not meant to be some lucrative, making 100,000 K or nothing. There's no way. You hear people all the time, and I argued with somebody who came over here telling me, my friend, this person I knew, he said he makes 2,000 a week. Not in this age and time, he's not. I was like, and then after that, because he didn't do something at the airport and was rude to a customer, they deactivated him. So I said, see, you can't rely on that. You could, with Uber, you could be there for a year, 6, 7 years. Some people, I ain't gonna mention no names. They've been talking about the money's out there, you out there, and you making 2 G's, and flashing up there, you making 2 G's, and everybody was following your channel while you showing your teeth about making 2 G's in Atlanta, driving Uber and Lyft, and now all of a sudden that little tag of you can make the money's out there, that sure ain't came to truth. I'm not being negative, but these apps, you could do, you could work all day, but it could be a mental drain. But if that's not something, if you're just doing it because you're trying to make ends meet, or you trying to, that's the only way you can pay your bills, more power to you. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with doing those apps, but I'm saying that should not be your sole purpose of income, um, exploring your dreams or what you want to do. You know, I do it because it's a way for me to get out the house, and it's a way, I have the goal of um, making what 10,000 before the end of the year, so I could start to remodel. Use it as a funds to fix up my house. Fix it up and things like that, and also to do my little investments. But it's not going to be my main source of wages and income. You know, yeah, you could work. I could work at go back to Amazon whenever they let me come back with my medical issues, which that's another thing. I was supposed to take a test today. Was it yesterday? I was going to take a fitness type of test at the doctor, but they canceled it because of my high blood pressure. And therefore, they told me, then I get a message about my they're going to be sending me papers to apply for long term disability. So when I get the papers in the mail this week, I'm going to go look it over. And that's why I said from the beginning, when you work at places like UPS and Amazon and you're doing that physical labor, because it's enrollment time for insurance, I say, y'all about to get that dang long term disability or get that accidental death and benefit, whatever, because if something happens to you at the job, especially that type of job, hurting yourself, people thinking, nah, I need all my money and this insurance is too expensive. And but there's certain things you only pay, you paying maybe what $4 and some change per week or whatever it costs. So now my short-term disability is about to end at the end of the month because it's up. Because I only been out. They put me on leave of absence to go home and get paid 60% of my pay, which is not a whole lot of money. Was what? Let me see. June, when I went to Arizona, when I came back from Arizona back in June, July, August, September, October, November. So December is going to be 6 months that I've been home with 60% of my pay on short-term disability. And I have to wait until um, I get a clearance to come back. And even then, I have to come back on accommodation. So now I've been informed about the long term disability. Now, I don't know what's involved. I'll get the papers. It should be in the mail probably soon. And then I'll have to do that. So when I went to the gym yesterday and I was doing my TRX training, which is basically like functional training where you know, a little bit of cardio, strength, and all that kind of stuff, I was suffering. I could feel the pain in my feet. I could feel it. But I said, I got to get myself back. Now, I know most of my health is going to result in me changing my eating habits, uh, strengthening myself again. Not to go back to doing Amazon either. I'm not doing this strength to go back to Amazon. I'm doing it for myself because next couple of weeks I'll be 55 and I will be 10 years, no, 12 years of retirement, 67. So that means I have 10 to 12 years. If I want to work to 72, then, you know, I have to start winding down. I can't be doing these hard labor work no more. Even doing Walmart Spark, doing groceries. Man, if it wasn't for the fact that I get mostly these light little package, I don't get a whole lot of heavy stuff. I really don't. And if I do get it, I'm not. When I pull up to the person's house, I'm not afraid to say, "All right, now y'all need to come and get these groceries." Especially if I know you got some kids. Teenagers, you get a bag, you get a bag, you get a bag. I ain't got no problems saying I need help. It's only so much I could cart. There's only so much that I could lift. And that ain't it. I'm not straining myself anymore. I'm not gonna burn myself out. And trust me, you could do these gig work 8, 10 hours a day, but when I kept track of my income and I seen how much money I made through the years of these gig work apps, I was like, hell no. And I got records of it. My Excel, I keep track of the income. And I was looking at that, I said, these companies using people as their slaves. And I said, there's no way I could continue to do that, especially when the changes are coming with these gig work. It's going to get to a point where things are going to be changed so much differently. It's not the same. You know, it ain't. All those days of I make 2 G's a week and this thing, that's ridiculous. And these people really was hustling when they was doing it. But now, when I come across their videos, they know they gotta do. They know they can't do Instacart by itself. You can't do Walmart Spark by itself. And even if you try to do app at the same time, it still doesn't come out well. The only way that anybody who should be doing these apps at this moment in time is if you paying down some debts, you saving for an emergency fund, or you taking that little bit of money and you investing it. And for those who are in their 20s and 30s, mid 30s, early 40s, you have to kind of go into an industry that's in demand. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be a data analyst, engineer, or whatever, but you gotta have to learn something. I've been sitting in this library, and let me tell you, I'm gonna end this video in a couple minutes. Where's the thumbs up, y'all? Y'all been on here listening to me. Give me the thumbs up. 3 for 3. I've been in this library, and I'm not including the students, high school students, young children and stuff. But the ones that I see that's here studying, learning, are people from other countries. Hey, Atlanta Food Star. I see people from other countries learning. And even when I go to the other library in my county, I see people, I'll be walking by. I'll be like, learn to look and see what they're doing. And I said, oh, where are you learning that from? They says, oh, I go to Georgia State. They taking advantage of these courses and learning new skills. And oops, library closed in 30 minutes. I did good today, y'all. I came here, studied for a few hours, and learned my lessons. And I feel more focused. But sometimes, like I said, I see more people from other countries. They come here and they take advantage of the opportunities because even when I look at the cohort of the Microsoft program I'm in, Microsoft is offering a free course training to learn. And I put it in the chat. PowerUp.Microsoft.com. It's free. It's a 3 month program, and you self-paced learning, and you just make an app at the end of the program. But um, a lot of companies are investing, even Amazon, they're investing people to learn new skill sets for the future. Not even for the future, it's for the present now, but most definitely for the future. This world is not going to change regarding how things are going to be done. Even me working at You know, when I was talking to a lady who I met here in the library, she was, I guess she overheard my conversation about TurboTax and taxes, and she said she had a whole little business and she was trying to get people to do VITA. And I said, I'm familiar with VITA. There's a free program where you get the actual stuff for free. But um, when I was explaining to her about the processes of how taxes are going to be done, it's going to be more automated. The government collects data. The IRS collects data. The more data that is given, the more that you don't even have to do a tax return, especially if you have a simple return. Say you have a simple, very basic return. Millions of people fall into that. You don't need to file a tax return every year. Be like, oh, okay, my taxes done. It's going to get to a point where the government's going to have your information already. The return's gonna be, it's gonna spill out automatically, or it's gonna be different. I'm gonna tell you that. I just know it. I just know it because TurboTax was talking about it before the tax season ended. They were testing out something. I don't know, but I know that's what it was, and I was like, that means they're not gonna need a whole lot of people to do the return the way they used to do it. It's all automated. You know, you're gonna have there's some human input. I'm not saying there's not gonna be no human input at all, but the ways that things are done. The only reason why the government and IRS in particular hasn't upgraded to that system is because they still using that old 1950 something computer they got up in West Virginia. But if I go to usajobs.gov, there's a need for people in technology specialist. I've applied a couple of weeks ago. I applied for not the tech, but I did apply for FEMA, and I'm going to start applying for the technology positions too, and those are six figures. So that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is work these gig jobs, whether it be Grubhub, Uber Eats, or Walmart Spark, to do your investments, to save up, pay off your debts, to have an emergency fund. But anything else, if you're thinking that, oh, I could drive around forever and a day and pay your bills and things like that solely on that, you can't. The only reason why I'm not, the only reason why I'm taking a break with Walmart Spark is because one, I said I'm taking away from my learning, I'm taking away from my skill sets and building my strength and learning because there is such a demand. Let me tell you, and that's why I said I need to make a shift. You know, I need to make a shift. I see too many people from other countries who come to the United States. They be taking up learning technology. Even people in Africa, they taking that, they learning that, they take advantage of resources that's available for anyone to learn. But people don't take advantage of it, especially us, American black people, and some white folks. But I'm more concerned about my people. We don't take advantage of things to learn. But every time I participate in a program or a cohort, I swear to God, out of 100 people, it might be me and five other people from the United States, born black American. Hey, Shelly Shell, you come on late. I'm about to go. You might have to catch the replay. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up too. So I know that's why I got this hat on because I heard it was going to be. We only been what, not even a week in fall, but a week since the fall began. 5, 7 days in the fall, and it went straight to winter. It's freezing. I heard it's going to be over the weekend, even here in Georgia, they say you're gonna have to put your house plants in because it's gonna start getting cold. So I heard it was gonna start snowing up in the Northeast. I don't know where they said it, but it wasn't like New York enough. I think it was like Vermont or something. But they said it's gonna start getting cold. Well, anyway, let me go home because I guess by it being cold and it's getting in daylight saving times hasn't turned the clock back yet. A lot of people are gonna be wanting their groceries delivered, and if you're gonna be one of those people who's not gonna tip, and it pays $6, $7 for you to go 15 miles, you're gonna be without no food. So I don't know what the people gonna do. I hit the thumbs up before I. Okay, Shelly Show. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go home. I've been here since 12ish. It was at least 12:30ish, something like that. And I've been studying, so I feel that I good that I accomplished a lot of things and what I've learned. But anyway, I'll be going back to do Walmart Spark. I'll do some tomorrow. Yeah, what's tomorrow? Wednesday. I'll try to do some tomorrow. But I gotta take my test tomorrow. So wish me luck that I pass my first class. I've been studying, so okay, y'all. I will talk to y'all later. You have a good one. Bye.